this man upset the script? The bookmakers say Joe Calzaghe is 12-1 on to retain his championship here. Remember how he floored Chris Eubank with almost the first punch he threw on the night he won the title. Now, can Sobot, who's really a blown-up middleweight, cope with Calzaghe's power punching? Calzaghe digging in some heavy-looking left-hand punches to the body and mixing in a right hand for good measure and dictating things straight away. And he says, unless Sobot is a robot, he won't be able to take my shots.
Well, he was hitting Sobot with strong punches inside there, looking to unsettle the Croatian right from the start.
Hard right hand to the body. Sobot has been speaking good English this week, says he has a lot of respect for Calzaghe, but he knows this is a huge opportunity for him, a surprise opportunity after the American Tarek Salmaki pulled out of his scheduled fight with Calzaghe. Sobot from Zagreb, but based as a fighter in Germany.
Well, Sobot trying to get his hands up, keep a high guard, but Calzaghe is getting through with hard and choppy punches.
Two southpaws together in there, that can sometimes legislate against fluent action, but not always. Calzaghe looking sharp. Looking very, very fiery and determined, Calzaghe. There were a few doubters about him, but he silenced them all that night against Eubank.
Well, the good thing about Calzaghe, as well as having power in his hands, his hands are very fast. He's a quick puncher.
Sobot looking so much smaller and with a lot of problems, you feel, strategically and physically in there.
Calzaghe working well with the left hand. A hard punch turns that into a hook.
Well, in those 15 pro fights, Sobot has never been stopped. Will Calzaghe be the first to do that? Most tipsters think the answer is yes. Great first round that by Calzaghe. Second round, Calzaghe with the glitter on his black trunks. The 25-year-old Welshman, unbeaten in 23 contests and 21 of them won inside schedule. In fact, he's won 9 times inside the first 2 rounds. But the first thing that struck me about Sobot in that opening round was how strong and durable he looked. But Calzaghe, if he carries on like this, you feel is going to wear him down. He's looking fast and accurate and on form, Calzaghe, at the moment anyway.
Yes, he's already in his rhythm, looks very, very fast, getting his punches off well. But you're right, Ian, Sobot does look tough, does look durable. He is trying to work away inside and get his punches off.
Well, I think Sobot will be looking to just ride the storm and then somehow find a foothold in the contest. Good body punching from Calzaghe.
Calzaghe mixing his punches up very well inside.
Good right hand there from the Croatian then, and again Calzaghe says he's watched the video of his win against Chris Eubank countless times, and every time he watches it, he sees himself making more mistakes. And he's been working, he says, to try to correct them. One of the things he felt against Eubank was that he neglected his jab.
Yes, I think that shows the type of character he is. He wants to get everything perfect.
Is he something of a perfectionist, Calzaghe? Oh, those are big-looking left hands. Left crosses, as you'd call them, coming from him as a southpaw.
There's a little bit of work with the heads and a beautiful right hook from Sobot.
Good right hand there from Sobot.
That's two solid right hooks Sobot has landed in this round.
Looking a gritty character, the former frontline Croatian soldier. A man who risked his life to give Croatia its cherished independence.
Calzaghe just electing to use the jab, look for his shots, and a good left hand scored.
Seconds out, round 3.
Sobot just might see it, Glenn, as something of a psychological barrier overcome if he does defy Calzaghe's prediction.
Well, I'm sure he hasn't worried about that prediction too much. He's really just got to think about what he's going to do. And it looks as if he's coming here with a game plan. He looks as if he knows what he's doing in there. He looks quite good and quite durable.
So there are signs that Calzaghe may have to work for it. Oh, great left hand. It was a kind of uppercut shot from Calzaghe. Sobot down. He was only down for about 2 or 3 seconds. His pride got him back up there, but it's a mandatory 8. Terrific shot, and I think he's got some facial damage as well. Sobot, is Calzaghe close here to making the prediction come true? Sobot is in trouble. Another chopping left hand catches him. He's having to get those gloves up. Calzaghe is looking here to clinically pick him apart. He wants that finish here, and he might get it too, and it's stopped. It is over, and Calzaghe was right, and he's retained his title in emphatic style, and the Croatian is stopped for the first time. The Welsh crowd have what they want, the fire from their young dragon of a fighter.
Well, that was very, very impressive. A wonderful finish from Joe Calzaghe, all starting with the uppercut, which was a wonderful punch he pulled out. And Sobot didn't look as if he'd been hurt before that, but that was a very good punch. Put Sobot down and hurt him. And then Calzaghe just went about the finish. He wanted that man out of there in the time he'd stated. And it was as good a finish as you can see.
Joe Calzaghe went on to successfully defend the WBO super middleweight title several more times, dominating the 168-pound division. Sobot picked himself up after defeat to take the German international middleweight crown in '98 and the IBF Intercontinental super middleweight belt in '99. That's it for this week.